Caitlin Clark is buzzing, and it's clear that she's evolved into something much more than a sharpshooter. We already knew she could score, and we already knew she had range, but this new version of Clark? Stronger, faster, and more dangerous than ever. She's not just pulling up from 30 feet anymore. Now, she's powering through defenders, absorbing contact, and flat-out bullying opponents on both ends of the floor. So what's changed? How did Caitlin Clark go from being a deadly sharpshooter to a dominant force in the WNBA? Let's break it all down. Stay locked in, because this is something you have to see. But before we dive into the good stuff, take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By joining our crew, you'll always be in the loop with the latest WNBA updates, expert takes, and breakdowns of big moves just like this. Don't miss out, we've got every angle covered. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. Now let's talk about how Caitlin Clark has completely leveled up, not just in skill, but in every aspect of her game. The WNBA is officially on high alert. Caitlin Clark is transforming into a dominant force, rewriting the rules as she goes. Recent footage reveals a stronger, more aggressive version of Clark, and opponents have every reason to be worried. If you thought she was a problem before, think again. She's faster, tougher, and more explosive than ever. It's no longer just about her shooting. She's evolving into a complete player. Clark's offseason grind is paying off in ways we've never seen before. We're talking about a full-on transformation from a deadly sniper to an unstoppable force on both ends of the floor. The days of only thinking of her as a shooter are over. Now, she's dictating the pace, overpowering defenders, and becoming a nightmare matchup for anyone in her way. Let's be real, who saw this coming? We all knew she was special, but this is next-level dominance. This is Caitlin Clark 2.0, and the league is shook. No one expected this level of growth so quickly. Opposing coaches are scrambling for new game plans, and defenders are realizing they can't just push her around anymore. She's adapting, evolving, and breaking the mold in ways we've only seen from the greatest of all time. So, what's fueling this massive evolution? How did Caitlin Clark go from elite scorer to all-around wrecking ball? Let's break it down. Caitlin Clark was already an elite scorer, effortlessly draining deep threes, running the offense like a seasoned vet, and dropping dimes that left defenders confused. She had the skill, but now, it's a whole new level. Caitlin Clark has always had the confidence and competitive fire that made her one of the most exciting players in the game. But here's the thing, despite all her talent, there was one major challenge she had to face: physicality. The WNBA isn't just another step up from college, it's a whole new battleground. Defenders are stronger, faster, and more experienced. They know how to disrupt a player's rhythm, get physical without drawing fouls, and make life difficult for even the most talented rookies. Early on, some critics wondered if Clark could handle the league's physicality. Would she be just another college star who struggled to adjust? Could she still dominate when defenders started bodying her up, forcing her off her spots, and making every possession a battle? Could she still perform at the highest level when her usual tricks weren't enough against seasoned pros? Clark heard the noise and responded in the best way possible. She didn't shy away from the challenge. She attacked it head-on with the same determination that made her an elite competitor in the first place. Instead of just relying on her natural shooting ability, she took a step back, studied her own game, and identified the areas that needed improvement. Clark knew that to truly dominate, she had to evolve. She committed to a rigorous off-season training program that went beyond just basketball skills. She focused on building her body to withstand the WNBA's level of physical play. Adding muscle, increasing endurance, and developing the toughness to fight through contact became her priorities. This wasn't just a tweak to her game, it was a full-blown transformation. She wasn't just lifting weights or doing a couple of extra workouts. Clark was redefining her entire approach. She knew she had to be ready for whatever the competition threw at her, no matter how tough it got. But strength training wasn't the only piece of the puzzle. So, what else did Clark do to take her game to another level? Let's dive into that next. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit that follow button. It's free, super simple, and keeps you in the loop with all the latest updates, and it helps us keep bringing you more awesome content, especially if you're a WNBA fan. Whether it's game highlights, player spotlights, or behind-the-scenes moments, we've got you covered. By following, you'll stay up to date on your favorite teams and players. So go ahead, tap that follow, and let's jump back into it. Now, let's get into the real game changer, Caitlin Clark's insane strength training regimen that turned her into an absolute powerhouse. This offseason wasn't just about tightening her handles or improving her shot, though she did both. It was about building a body that could handle the WNBA's toughest defenders. The WNBA is a whole different level of competition, where strength, endurance, and toughness are as crucial as raw talent. If you can't handle the physicality, you won't survive, let alone dominate. Clark knew this, so she overhauled her training program. She didn't settle for the usual drills. She went all in, treating her body like a machine that needed to be rebuilt for war. Her workouts were grueling and designed to push her limits. She hit the weight room hard, focusing on key areas. First, core stability, essential for maintaining balance through contact, absorbing hits, and staying upright when defenders push her off her path. Then, she worked on lower body strength. Explosive drives, deep threes, and quick first steps require a solid foundation, and Clark's legs grew stronger, allowing her to power through defenders and elevate higher on jump shots. Lastly, Clark built her upper body to handle the physicality of the WNBA. Defenders don't just let you waltz into the lane, they make you earn every basket. Clark now absorbs contact and finishes through it, adding a whole new dimension to her game. Strong at the rim, improved endurance, and heightened agility. These are just a few of the standout results of Caitlin Clark's intense offseason transformation. The best players don't just dominate for one quarter, they sustain their performance for an entire game. Clark worked tirelessly on her stamina to ensure she could maintain her intensity late in the fourth quarter when everyone else is gasping for air. Speed and explosiveness are also key in the WNBA, so Clark focused on drills to enhance her acceleration, first step, and lateral quickness. By getting quicker, she's become harder to defend, and defenders now have to worry about more than just her deep shot. She can blow by them with ease. But it's not just about getting faster. Clark's training also included a major focus on flexibility and injury prevention, because staying healthy is just as important as getting stronger. She incorporated yoga, dynamic stretching, and recovery techniques to keep her body durable throughout the season, ensuring she could perform at her peak over the course of a grueling WNBA schedule. From weightlifting to resistance training and explosive drills, Clark has completely transformed her body, and the difference is noticeable. She's no longer just avoiding contact, she's initiating it. Defenders who once tried to push her around are now feeling the force of a player who is no longer just skilled, but physically dominant. So, what does all this added strength mean for her actual game? The impact is huge. Clark's physical transformation translates directly onto the court. She used to get bumped off her spot when driving to the hoop, but now she absorbs the contact, keeps her balance, and finishes at the rim with ease. Defenders who once tried to push her around are now bouncing off her, and she's initiating contact instead of reacting to it. Before, she was mostly a deep-range sniper, but now she's expanded her game inside, becoming a multifaceted offensive threat. This is a whole new level of dominance from Caitlin Clark, backing down smaller defenders, using her improved footwork to create space, and scoring efficiently in the paint. Caitlin Clark's game has evolved in ways no one expected. Before, teams would press up on her, forcing tough shots. Now she's blowing by them, thanks to her increased explosiveness and improved first step. Off the dribble, she's faster, more dangerous, and far more aggressive than ever done on defense. She's a different beast. The extra strength allows her to hold her ground against bigger guards, contest shots more effectively, and fight through screens like a seasoned vet. Her added muscle has given her more stability, which has translated into a deadly mid-range game. Now, she's pulling up from 15 feet with confidence, making her an even harder player to defend. If teams try to take away her three-point shot, she has another weapon to hurt them with. She can score from anywhere on the floor. Her conditioning is elite as well. Late in games, when others are gassed, Clark is still going full throttle, running the break, setting up teammates, and getting back on defense. Her improved endurance makes her an even bigger force in clutch moments. Additionally, her passing has become sharper. Her added upper body strength gives her passes more zip, allowing her to thread the needle in transition and make pinpoint cross-court dimes without hesitation. The days of teams forcing Clark into uncomfortable situations are over. She's now dictating the game, controlling the tempo, and making defenders pick their poison. Back off, and she'll drain a deep three. Press up, and she'll explode past you. Either way, they're running out of options. This is just the beginning, and with this new level of strength and skill, Caitlin Clark is only getting started, setting the tone, taking contact, and making opponents second-guess every move. Caitlin Clark is evolving into a player no one saw coming. Before, teams would pressure her, force tough shots, and try to wear her down physically. Now that strategy is out the window. Clark is initiating contact, finishing through defenders, and controlling the pace of a game like a seasoned veteran. And the best part, she's still getting better. This is just the beginning of Caitlin Clark 2.0. If she's making this kind of leap already, imagine where she'll be in a year. Opponents are scrambling for answers, but let's be real, there might not be any. Clark is adapting, evolving, and rewriting the rules as she goes. Her transformation isn't just about skill anymore. It's about mentality, resilience, and proving she belongs not just as a great player, but as a dominant force shaping the future of the league. The work she's put in is paying off in ways no one expected, and the impact is undeniable. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing in the WNBA, she's changing it. And this is just the beginning. Wow, what a transformation. Caitlin Clark is proving she's not just a shooter anymore. She's a complete, all-around threat, and the entire league is feeling it. If she's already leveling up like this, just imagine what's next. But hey, if you made it this far, you must have loved the video. So do me a quick favor, smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of the action. We got plenty more WNBA content coming your way, from in-depth player breakdowns to game-changing moments. Drop a comment below. What do you think about Caitlin Clark's evolution? Is she on her way to becoming the most dominant player in the league? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.